Alright, hello everybody. This is demo of Warhammer 40K Space Marine, and we're just heading into a massive battle zone where luckily some Blood Ravens have landed. So the Blood Ravens are actually a chapter of Space Marines that were created by Relic in the Dawn of War game, so it's nice to have them showing up here. And what's happening at this point is that we are just heading up to an orbital spire to try to stop a Chaos invasion, and we've finally run into some reinforcements from some Blood Ravens that are helping us push back the Chaos forces so that we can get to a Thunderhawk pickup. You'll see at this point that the foes that we're fighting are pretty powerful. The Chaos Space Marines are essentially the equivalent of an actual Space Marine in power, so it's quite a tough battle. We have a fairly good loadout at this point to deal with them though. Right now it's using a plasma cannon that's basically shooting supercharged plasma shots that will blow up on contact. And what you can see happening right now is an execution move, which is how the health in Blood or in Space Marine works. So Space Marine's all about getting you right into the middle of the battle. There's no cover system or anything like that that would hold you back from getting into the middle. It's all about pushing you right into the center of the battlefield so that you can own it. Space Marines wear very bright and garishly adorned armor to make them very noticeable. And in the game Space Marine, we really play off of that. So our melee system is very robust. We have a combo system in place with normal and heavy attacks. The heavy attacks will stun your opponents, and you can tie them into the combo anywhere throughout it, and those will stun them so that you can use a sync kill, which will help you regain health. We also have the Fury system, which allows you to sort of gather Fury up as you're doing both ranged and melee attacks, so melee will build it a lot faster. And when you use your Fury, you'll generate a lot more power in your attacks, and you can enter a marksmanship mode where when you start to aim, it'll actually enter a sort of bullet time-like mode where everything slows down and you can take better aim as well as have more powerful shots. Also, the only way that you're regenerating health is either by using Fury or by using your sync kills. There's nothing like regenerating health or health packs that will take you out of the fight. If you want to do good, you always have to be in the middle of the battle rather than holding back. The executions are generally pretty brutal. Space Marines are extremely powerful and they make good use of it. For those who aren't really into the Warhammer 40K universe yet, Space Marines are basically super soldiers from the future. They're genetically and biologically enhanced. They weigh nearly a ton. They're more than 7 feet tall. So they're really the universe's ultimate badass. So it's all about really putting you into the sort of center of that, or making you feel like you are really that kind of badass. The weapon you can see right now is the Storm Bolter. In the words of our lead multiplayer designer, it essentially pisses out ammo. Like the normal bolter, they shoot miniature rocket-propelled slugs. So these aren't just your normal little machine gun. These are actually really extremely powerful weapons. And the Storm Bolter is doing that at double the firing rate, so it's extremely brutal on the battlefield. These here are Psychers. So they're Chaos enemies that will actually have the ability to enter into the warp and bring back enemies. So they've summoned some portals, and in order to get the portals to stop pouring out foes at us, we have to take care of these guys first. So at this point, a lot of the other footage we've had around has had orcs in it. This is showing off a lot of the good Chaos gameplay. The Chaos forces enter into the story a bit later, and it becomes quite a task for Captain Titus to end up taking them out. And right now, up till this point, he's been almost alone here with just a couple of his squad mates that made it down and some IG, but now he's getting some reinforcements. You can see right behind us, a drop pod just fell, and it's had some Ultramarine reinforcement as well. The Ultramarines are they're the main chapter of Space Marines that are in Space Marine, and they're sort of the quintessential chapter that all of the other chapters sort of arose from, and they're very powerful, sort of bound by honor and duty to the Emperor. They will do whatever is necessary. The weapon you can see in front of us here is an autocannon. which is essentially a giant cannon, just how it sounds. Normally they're actually attached on vehicles because they're far too heavy to take around a battlefield, but because we're a Space Marine, we can just rip it off and kind of take it with us and go and kick the crap out of some chaos with it. No normal human would be able to get close to doing that, but we're kind of special. This guy here is a Chaos drone. You can see that there's quite a few different types of enemies in the game. This is just one set of them, so these are the Chaos guys, but there's a lot more with the Orcs as well, so it's got a lot of variety in what you're trying to take care of, and they all sort of have different strengths and weaknesses. So the Chaos drones are an interesting thing to have to take care of with the flight, but you can see there's even different types of Space Marines here. This guy here that we're just taking out had a plasma cannon, which is an extremely powerful cannon that shoots plasma shots at the player. So with the help of the allies there, we managed to work our way through the bridge, and now we're coming up to a Thunderhawk transport that's going to take us to the spire in the distance, which is essentially the epicenter of the Chaos invasion right now. And Captain Titus is going to have to go there and take care of that invasion essentially himself in order to ward off this attack. So Space Marine is going to be coming out on September 6th on PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. And we'll hope you'll enjoy it.